couple of reasons why organizations would want to make the move to cloud communications. And the first one really is about providing a more flexible and mobile experience to staff. Not only are they no longer chained to their desks and having to pick up a desk phone and dial an extension and kind of hope that that person at the other end picks up, they can now make and receive those calls and communicate with people from any device that they've got from wherever they are, and have access to their files and everything they need to get their work done and create a good outcome from their customer and the projects that they're working on. And then the second one is really a consistent user experience across that cloud communications solution. So not having really kind of siloed experiences of one thing for telephony, how I actually make a phone call to people in my team or my customers and partners. And I've got another thing that I'm using for my web conferencing or to schedule an audio conference. I've got a single user experience on cloud communication. So all of those workloads all coexist with one another, and I can really seamlessly move from maybe an instant message to a voice call to a video call, and that happens on any device that I've got. And then the last reason why organizations are moving to cloud communications is that there's a big shift to more of an operational expenditure for IT spend, and the cost savings that come from moving to a cloud service. So no more people investing a big ton of cash up front and then having that sort of sweat out over 3 years and them not being able to take on the latest and greatest as it comes out. They're now able to leverage an evergreen service in the cloud that's updated on the fly by that cloud provider, so they've always got the greatest productivity tools available to them.
So today from Microsoft, there's 3 main focuses with cloud communications. They fall down to Cloud PBX, PSTN conferencing, and Skype meeting broadcast. Cloud PBX offers you the ability to make and receive phone calls from Skype for Business Online from Office 365 directly from the cloud. So you can install the Skype for Business app on your mobile phone or on your desktop or laptop device and start making and receiving phone calls. We've got PSTN conferencing, so you can spin up Skype for Business meetings online and people can dial into those meetings using local access phone numbers globally currently, as well as toll-free numbers if you wish to advertise those as well. We've also got Skype meeting broadcast. Now that's a special version of Skype meetings that effectively enables you to spin up a meeting and effectively broadcast your meeting to up to about 10,000 users at once. So you may have a situation where you have a big townhouse meeting, for example, once a year that you do, that everyone in the company needs to join. Skype meeting broadcast is your answer for that.
Yeah, and there's also the translation services that'll be available in Skype meeting broadcast as well, isn't there?
They are, and they're very cool. I'm not too sure if you've seen them before, but the ability to talk in one language and have it convert it and read it out in another language is fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's actually a bit of a game changer when you think of it, because no other communications cloud can provide that, especially if you've got people joining from right across Asia. Somebody's making an announcement in English and that's converted into Chinese or Japanese on the fly.
On the fly,
it's
yes.
It's pretty crazy.
It's amazing to see it in action as well. It's actually quite unbelievable how well it works.
So the execution process is a 2-stage process where obviously there will come an engagement Modality. We will provide the solution and we'll do a pilot testing of a selected number of users to go onto the Cloud PBX solution. And so we'll trial this maybe for a week or 2 weeks so that the customer gets a feel of the solution, how it works, how they're able to make and receive calls, how they, like Craig said, how to do PSTN conferencing with the solution. Once they're happy for the solution, they're happy with the pilot stage, then we'll go on to the full-blown production deployment. So incorporating all the user bases using user adoption, understanding the requirements, so the requirements can be around sort of going from the hardware changes, understanding their requirements about mobility, understanding what kind of headsets and handsets they want to use, and also how they would like to use those devices to make and receive PSTN call through the Cloud PBX solution that we're going to provide to them, effectively replacing the on-premise PBX solution, but still giving them the facility to still make and receive calls as they used to do.
Yeah, and then things like the go live support and the kind of user acceptance testing are important as well, aren't they?
Absolutely, it's very unique. What we do is to actually engage the customer on the day. We'll go and do floor walking with the customer once we've given them the user training to ensure that they actually get an end-to-end treatment from Modality and they're comfortable in moving forward with the solution.
Yeah, because then I think it's really about confidence, isn't it?
Exactly. Without confidence, then the solution is doomed to fail. We need to make sure that the customer, regardless of where they're coming from, even a more futuristic user, as we call it, or the younger ages or the older generation, we need to make sure they all understand it together.